So we now turn to the special honoring and the recognition of Renelle Harper and her family. Strength and honoring to all communities, families, and women moving forwards towards safety. And we have tried to take great care in this process, and so we will look to the guidance of Grand Chief David Harper, who is serving as our host. I also wanted to acknowledge that the regional chief, in whose region we meet, has joined us as well. So Regional Chief Bill Travers. And just so by way of the protocol that we will do, you will have noticed that this morning, as a part of the Treaty 10 Dene Singers, there was a youth group with them, and the youth group have asked if they could do the opening honor song to help us with this delicate matter, to do this in the most sensitive and respectful way that is, of course, a part of our cultural protocol. So I wanted to just note that the Northland's Dene youth drummers are from Lake Brochette, Manitoba, and they all started singing at the age of 6 or 7 years old, and through it all they have stuck together, and today they are still all under the age of 16. So please help me welcome for the opening honor song Miles, Dallas, Lenny, Josh, and Davin. As they approach, we will then turn to Grand Chief Harper. He'll be joined by Regional Chief Cameron Alexis, and then following that, we will look to the Harper family for some comments. There will be a gift, and we will conclude with an honor song by the host drum. Gentlemen. Thank you very much, gentlemen. So I wanted to acknowledge that you'll see standing behind me, safe and supported by her parents and her sister. Please welcome Renelle Harper. And to demonstrate that she is safe and supported by all of us and to help us in this ceremony, please help me welcome back to the podium Grand Chief David Harper.
Good morning again. It's a time of thanks to all the people for the prayers for Renelle and her family. We don't want to take too much time here. I don't want to take too much time here, but we're just going to give her as much time as she needs. She's relaxed, trying to regain her composure one more time. But one thing I want to say to everyone that's been out there, that's been listening, thank you for all your prayers, for all your kind encouragements. We've been getting calls from as far away as overseas, and she's been receiving different calls where they're going to write her. They're going to write a book about her. And the thing that it inspires us is the day that she went down and the day she got up, thrown back in the river system. And she caught back up again and got beaten. And she said, no more to these deaths, no more to violence. So let's give her a warm welcome, Renelle Harper. They want to present you something. Oh, watch your thing. Just step on the side. Let's do it. You just stay with it. You need to help. Just stay with it.
Thank you very much, members of the caucus. I'll be very brief. On behalf of the Assembly of First Nations, the executive, the Tri-Council, staff, chiefs, proxies, and every one of you in the room, we offer our sincerest prayers for your courage, your healing, during a time of your journey towards healing for you and your family and friends. I met Renelle yesterday, and what resonates, members of the caucus, is that she is a tower of strength and courage, and I really commend that. And with that, on behalf of all of you, I'm going to turn to my colleague Bill Travers to present the Eagle Feather for continued strength and courage. Hi, shnish.
God bless you, and you're going to look after that feather, okay? Just can't put it anywhere. But whenever you're thinking, just grab the feather, think about God and family. Okay? Love you.
Good morning, chiefs, delegates, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Renelle Harper, and I am from Garden Hill First Nation. I am a high school student from Southeast Collegiate. I am here to talk about an end to violence against young women. I am happy to be here today to provide you a few words on behalf of my family and I am thankful for the thoughts and prayers from everyone. I understand that conversations have been occurring all across the country about ending violence against Indigenous women and girls. But I was to continue on with my life, and I am thankful that I will be able to go back to school to see my friends and be with my family. Some people who have visited with me have shared their stories of healing. I ask that everyone here remembers a few simple words: love, kindness, respect, and forgiveness. As a survivor, I respectfully challenge you all to call for a national inquiry into a missing and murdered Indigenous woman, Miigwech. Thank you.
Call on our host drum for an honor song. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated. And as we conclude this honoring and recognition and commit to our effort to move forward towards safety, I want to, and as you see, the respects are being paid to Renelle and her family. I want to remind you that the mover and seconder this morning spoke to a talking stick, which is being brought in order to help us on our continuing effort to secure the public inquiry in terms of murdered and missing women and to seek some redress and some resolution there. I turn to Chief Shane Godfredson and microphone 2, who will make a presentation to Elder Elmer Corshane.
Wake, Clot, and Cookby and Spewy and Squess and Kamloops. Good morning, everyone. Shane Godfredson, Chief of Kamloops and Tribal Chief of the Shuswap Nation. First of all, I'd like to thank the ancestors and the people of this land that we're on today. Treaty 1. I'd like to thank our Elder Elmer Corshane and Veteran Joe for your blessings to start today. AFN executive, chiefs, counselors, brothers, sisters, and people at home watching on the web. Today I'm here to speak about a ceremony organized by the Downtown Eastside Women's Coalition in Vancouver on December the 7th. I'm here today honored and very humbled to bring an important message and a talking stick, sharing the vision and giving life to the vision and the honor of our murdered and missing women and family members. This talking stick, we offer them strength, reminding the families they are not alone, fighting for justice for our people. Today, we stand in unity and united in one voice, as one nation, giving hope for a better tomorrow. Fundamentally, all levels of government need to play a role in a national inquiry. Our men need to play a role in this process as well. Our human rights declaration on the rights of Indigenous people, Prime Minister Stephen Harper needs to open up his eyes and his heart, and we demand justice. So today, I pledge my support in this process. The 1,200 documented First Nations women, missing and murdered women in Canada. As Grand Chief Stuart Phillips mentioned at the gathering, we need to strategize a reality and honor and how we are going to go forward. And we have to organize and be very careful. I also want to recognize AFN Executive Member Cheryl Casmer, Executive Judy Wilson, Executive Bob Chamberlain, and Chief Darrell Bob, and Grand Chief Doug Kelly for also being a part of the ceremony. We are warriors. It's our strength and our honor, and honoring our women today. They are loved and missed and always will be remembered. The wishes of the women are to have the talking stick travel around the country. It started out in BC. The next province over is Alberta, and then onward. So today, on behalf of the coalition and the women of British Columbia, we ask the executive to plan and organize across the country to ensure that the talking stick gets to the different territories.
Thank you, Chief.
You know, today I also offer this stick to our respected elder, Elmer Corshane, to bring this to the pipe ceremony and the water ceremony. As our young lady was talking about, you know, asking for prayers for understanding, love, kindness, but most of all, offering prayers of strength for all of our fallen sisters. I know it's a very tough and moving issue, but it's also a very important issue. That's why our women in British Columbia are calling for a national inquiry. I also want to Also give recognition and a shout out to the Jack family back home near my territory. They're from the Merritt area. As Monica Jack was murdered back in the 1980s. And after all these years, justice has been served. So I offer the family back home prayers and strength as well in this talking stick. So I pass this stick to Elmer for prayer, strength, love, kindness, and also forgiveness for the people.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor to be asked to help out. That our women are safe, that our children are safe, that the voice of love and kindness will be heard throughout the world. So that our women, our givers of life, will always be in our hearts, in our spirit. A mother's love is the strongest love in this world. You take a mother's love away and you feel the pain. You feel lost. And we cannot lose the love of our women, the love of our children that come with the woman. Tomorrow morning, I'll take this to ceremony, and I will return it back to the proper people. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.